Our senior reporter Tumaole Mohlaoli caught up with the Transport Minister and ANC head of elections, Fikile Mbalula, on the setting aside of Jacob Zuma's medical parole. Mbalula is launching a national campaign to reduce motorist and pedestrian fatalities on the country's roads. Now for what more the Transport Minister had to say, we joined about Tumaole Mohlaoli. And what's been the reaction from the Transport Minister?
Well, reaction from the Transport Minister on the setting aside by Ronald Lamula of the parole is that, of course, it is the jurisdiction of Minister Ronald Lamula, who is the Justice and Correctional Services Minister, to pronounce on those matters. Minister Mbalula was very firm to say that he would not then go against those protocols and basically speak on behalf of a portfolio he's not in charge of, because he was here basically for the launch of the Road Traffic Management Corporation's very groundbreaking and far-reaching announcements when it comes to the law enforcement initiatives that are going to be put in place ahead of the festive season to ensure that more South Africans arrive alive. As we know, of course, the festive season is one of the periods where we see a spike in road fatalities, and the key to that is the message that people should just try to limit their intake of alcohol. This is the reason why the industry itself has come and donated tens of millions of rands to initiatives to ensure that motorists who don't want to comply are policed, but they're also policed with more stringent outcomes. We have reported in the past how motorists have been apprehended at operations like roadblocks or being stopped on the road for errant driving after indulging a little bit too much in the spirits. And, of course, matters then go before the judiciary in terms of the courts, and they then disappear. And one of the issues that Minister Mbalula was very strong about was the issue of no more cool drink, saying that the days of officers basically then soliciting or being tempted by motorists who are caught under the influence behind the wheel with bribes are almost over. This is because the RTMC and Advocate Zola Majabu made this announcement, has now roped in technologies with the monies that they have received in conjunction with the public-private partnership with the liquor industry, where motorists will then be taken into specialized vehicles where they will be monitored and samples taken. And by monitored, I mean everything will be videographed. So everything will be caught on camera. And once it's caught on camera, it means that the likelihood of evidence growing legs and disappearing and motorists getting off the hook is very, 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 very slight. So they're trying to close the loopholes therein. But then again, the message is very clear to motorists, saying the responsibility is on your shoulders. Please don't drink and drive this festive season. If you are going to drink and drive, then drink and get a ride, either from someone who's not drinking with you, or from the various, taxi operations that are around, whether they are on cell phone apps or whether they are taxi operators, the traditional taxi operators that are close by. To this end, a few days ago, I was in Mangaung, whereby the Santaco, South African National Taxi Council, also lauded this initiative when it was pre-announced. Basically, Minister Fikile Mbalula was there touching and basically highlighting that this launch was coming. And a few days ago, Santaco itself was saying that it is very enthused because the Transport Department has come on board to enlist the services of the taxi industry, which the taxi industry is more than happy to do, to say that at places of indulgence in terms of liquor spots and pubs and shebeens, they will try to make sure that there are taxis on hand even after hours to try and make sure that people don't take a chance and either walk home inebriated or drive home, because we see that most and some of the road fatalities are indeed pedestrians who are staggering on freeways or motorways or roads and then knocked over by vehicles. And so this is another aspect that they're trying to make sure that they cut down on.
Big worry this has been for the Transport Minister. But Tumaole, you did speak to him, and this is what he had to say in terms of the news that is breaking this hour, that the former National Commissioner of Correctional Services, Arthur Fraser's decision to place him on medical parole was unlawful. Let's take a look, listen.
No, I can't. I'm not a Minister of Correctional Services. Okay. I'm Minister of Transport. I'm busy with safety. Yes. Government and those who are supposed to comment on those matters, Lamula and them, they will speak. So from a point of collegiality, it will be incorrect for me to to speak on matters that do not belong to my department.